Breaking news, authorities are searching a new area right now for convicted murderer Danelo Cavalcante.
The fugitive has been on the run since breaking out of the Chester County Prison 11 days ago. CBS News Philadelphia's Jasmine Payute is live now in Phoenixville with the latest developments. Jasmine, a lot happening overnight as people were sleeping.
Good morning. That's right. A lot of developments overnight. We know police have entered a new search area. This is about 35 minutes from where they were positioned less than 24 hours ago in Kennett Square. Pennsylvania State Police confirming that Cavalcante has been seen and he has changed his appearance. Take a look at this. This is the most recent images of Cavalcante that were seen overnight. This was caught on Ring surveillance. As for the other sightings, at least 10 of them since then, police say those were actual visual sightings. Now, we know that since Saturday overnight, he looks a little differently, according to officials. He is now clean shaven and was last seen wearing a yellow or green hooded sweatshirt, black baseball style hat, green prison pants, and white shoes. He is also reportedly operating an unknown vehicle, possibly white in color. Now, Saturday, again, he was seen on that Ring camera. That's near East Pikeland Township. Many people hoping this search comes to an end sooner than later.
Okay, so let's start right here. We're going to look at the map. So as it stands right now, 9:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, September the 10th, 2023, this Danelo Cavalcante, last week on Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we were told he was in this Longwood Garden area right here. The Chester County Prison is right here. Let me show you where Longwood Gardens is. Right here. Me personally, I am in this general area right here. So to get from my area to where he is right now, or where he was, Longwood Gardens, about a 25-minute or so drive. Right now, about 25, 30 minutes, give or take. This is where he escaped from, the Chester County Prison. Here is the video right here of him scaling the wall. Takes a lot of strength to be able to do this. He must have been planning this for some time. You wonder if this bloke over here was in on it. He was in for a homicide. His girlfriend in front of her kids. Horrible. 38 times. That poor woman. 38 times. So anyway, getting back. Here's Longwood Gardens. As you can see, the prison. Where's it at? Popskin is over here somewhere. I'm sorry. Chester County Prison is right here. He is said to have stolen a vehicle, according to Steve Keeley here, a dairy vehicle from Bailey's Dairy. It's a van with a refrigerator on top, white. I'm trying to find where the reporter posted it. I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. Bailey's Dairy is right here. Let me back up again. It's in between Longwood Gardens and the prison, which is right here. Wild. So he got from the prison and made it all the way to this area. He started going southwesternish, but then he ended up here, went back. Then they're saying he stole a vehicle here, past the prison, and now they're saying he's in Phoenixville, PA, which is about a 25-minute drive or so away from where he was last spotted in Longwood Gardens. Apologies. Here's Phoenixville, as you can see right here. So let's try to follow it back. Can I get rid of this thing right here? Let's try to follow it back. It's the Westchester area. Longwood Gardens, as you can see. The prison's right about here or so. Where you at, prison? How come I keep losing this thing? And why are they not showing it? Well, anyway, going back. Here's Longwood Gardens. Here's the prison. Here's Longwood Gardens. The Baileys were somewhere right here where he stole the vehicle. He got the shave, by the way. Not knowing if he cut his hair or anything. And then all the way through this, all the way through all of this into Phoenixville. So where is he going? Next most populated area would be Allentown, I'm guessing, is where he's trying to head to. You know, this is the next city over. Or is he trying to head into the mountains of PA? Trying to work his way to New York? What is he doing? But either way, he's making them look like some fools. So let's give you some details on Mr. Cavalcante. So in July of 2023, they just say basically about a month before he escaped, which was August the 31st. So I'm guessing in July of 2023, he was convicted of the murder of his ex-girlfriend, in which she murdered her in front of her kids, then 7 and 4 years old. My gosh. This was in April of 2021. By the way, Cavalcante is 34 years old, officially on the run for 10 days now. He was also wanted in Brazil for a homicide. So basically, this guy ended up here, God knows how, murdered this poor woman in front of her kids, escaped, and has been doing a very good job, especially when we had the biggest heat wave of the year last week out there in the wilderness. He's said to have on a, according to these ring photos, he still has on his green prison pants, prison shoes, but he found himself a yellow or green hoodie. That's because the camera light is distorted on the ring cam. He had food and everything with him. Not known if he has a phone or anything, but he's clearly shaved. Likely, since he's been breaking into these people's houses, maybe a lot of them are not home. Hopefully, if he continues to do that, you know, it stays that way, or they find him before he's able to break into another home and somebody's actually in there. They say he's in a 2020 white Ford Transit van with the registration or the license plate ZST8818 from Bailey's Dairy. That's between Longwood Gardens when they were searching and the prison. So he was making his way back to the prison, unless that truck was stolen, not from the dairy or somewhere in the general area. You know, but would he break in the dairy and the keys would be in there? I don't know. That's just speculation at this point. But he's been wanted. Reward up to $5,000. Okay. Is this an old post? Nope. That ain't enough money. They don't have his height listed. It's saying he's 5 foot, 120 pounds. Does that make sense? This is from the U.S. Marshals. They wouldn't make a mistake like that, right? So he's just some little guy. A little Spider Man. So you have to wonder, let's go here. You have to wonder how long it's going to take for them to close in on this dude. By the way, you got vigilantes out there.
Other news today, there are an estimated 400 law enforcement personnel joining in the search for that escaped convict in Pennsylvania. He's now been on the run for 9 days. And some people are tired of waiting for them to get their man. As Stephen Fabian reports, regular citizens are now joining the hunt.
These guys are on a dangerous mission.
You go above the woods, brother. I'm gonna go through the trails.
They're searching for the escaped murderer who has an entire county on edge.
I want this guy back in prison.
It's day 9 since convicted.
Bro. They need to sit down somewhere and stay out of law enforcement's way. Unless, you know, you got your own property out there, you want to patrol your own property and your license to carry and all that jazz, cool, fine. But when you got, you know, blokes out there drones.
This mission.
I mean, I get it, the aerial surveillance. I'm guessing this is probably the same height as Cavalcante. Dude's looking like about 4'11" here. With that being said, I'm going to follow the story. I noticed as it was local news, I was watching the news when the news first broke, then it became national news, and now it's been 10 days. It's now world news, international news. I can't believe that this dude is actually still like out there.
Okay, so we do not have that sound from those people, but we do know that many people have been following this from the very beginning, everyone hoping that Cavalcante is found soon. Now, we do know that we are in a church parking lot right now. Earlier today, about a dozen officers swarmed this area for a reported sighting. We're still waiting to hear more. We believe Pennsylvania State Police will be holding a press conference at some point today. Again, anyone who has seen anything is urged to contact police. A $20,000 reward being offered for information. Guys.
Okay, so they did up the reward to $20,000. But yeah, we got to get this guy off the streets, man. I'm thinking to myself, okay, in this area, it is a lot of wooded areas where he was making his way through. For example, I went to school not far from here at Cheney University. And overall, in this area, it's a lot of rich homes, a lot of like large properties, little farms, all in this area. So if you want to, and if you're being careful, you could make your way through all of this. You see what I'm saying? Look at all this space. You could make your way. And look, this is what I'm talking about, a farm right there. You could make your way through all of this at night. You know, it's a very large area. Like, it's not doing it any justice. This is all suburbs here. You know, so he's went all the way from here, you know, where they were searching, all the way over here. You know, look at that distance. Look at that distance. As you can see, Philadelphia is right here. It's longer than the distance from traveling from the very furthest point of South Philadelphia to the northest point of Philadelphia. It's longer than that. It's longer than that. So this guy's been moving, but where is he going? Does he have a plan? I mean, I'm guessing he's been planning for this for some time. So he must be heading somewhere. But what we don't want him to do is to get into the city where he could possibly get lost in the open drug market that's called Kensington. You know, where he would be able just to slip right in there. But who knows? He might be trying to make it to New York to try to get out that way. Maybe he has some family up there or something. And of course, the U.S. Marshals know all of his information and possibly where he could possibly be heading anyway. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We're going to be taking time over the next week until they catch him to really, really cover this story.